What's going on, everybody? It's Ricker. It's Bon. A whole lot of fun stuff to dig your ears into and your butthole.
How come you don't want me? You know that new style that you're looking for? If you want to keep going, I will keep going tonight. What's up?
Can't beat the fucking Clippers. Y'all make me sick with this shit.
Well, listen to this.
Politicians are a lot like that. They should change frequently for the same reason.
Yo, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to listen to Ricker and Bond.
We find it now.
Protect your city.
Let the lil homie kick it in the auto shop with us, long as he can make stove runs and keep his mouth shut. Same way I came up, all my triple O's was hood famous. Nice guy surrounded by wolves, wild, dangerous. That's why.
Wow. That was a really smooth intro.
Yeah, you know, it got me pumped up, dude. I like that album. Found out about an album from, well, you know, it's also, you know, credit to The Alchemist, the producer. But I found an Alchemist Currency album from 2011, but uploaded in 2021. So I thought it was from 2021. Wasn't from 2021, 2011. But great album.
That almost made me feel like I was on a real radio show.
It's what it is, dude. It's what it is. Suck on that, Universal.
Maybe it's the sunglasses. And
you look like you're Tom Cruise on Top Flight or whatever it's called.
Really? Because I feel like I'm on top of the world in these glasses.
Oh, yeah?
Shout out Target, $10 sunglasses. Or maybe H&M, one of those places.
That seems a little pricey. $10?
$10?
Give me the 6. Give me the 7, dude.
What? $10 is great. Sunglasses are like $70.
Just crazy.
Real
I know a
ones.
skater that like pro skater that runs a glasses company now. And they seem to be in business, so, you know. And I'm sure that the materials for glasses aren't that crazy.
You ready for Apple glasses?
Yeah, I was sitting out by the pond. I don't have a pond. I was sitting out by the lake. I don't have a lake either. I was sitting outside and I was reading I was sitting outside by a puddle of piss next to some homeless man, and I was reading my Apple iPhone in an article on my Apple iPhone made by Apple called the iPhone, and I was like, man,
Apple.
Can't wait until like I can just like look up and then there's the pages, man. That's like 5 to 7 at most years away.
I think sooner.
I'm getting a little conservative, you know, but you know, Apple sometimes apples it up. So, dude, these chip shortages are a thing I've been reading about. Taiwan, dude, China, man, lithium, bro. Apple's gonna get some glasses or what?
Oh yeah, and they're gonna be like, you see how thin these glasses are? They're gonna be like that. They're not gonna be like, I don't know if you remember Google Glass, but they were pretty chunky. No
snap lenses?
I'm not sure how the lenses will be. I think it's gonna be like
Snapchat glasses is what I meant.
No, it's not gonna be like that. I doubt they're gonna have a camera on the front. I think it's just
allow me to read, Tim. Just give me a Kindle on my glasses, bro. I'll buy your $400 glasses, man.
You know, I don't even think it's going to be that. I think it's just going to be like the Apple Watch where it's just stuff, like little stuff.
Just give me.
And then all the main stuff is on your phone. So it's like an accessory. So it doesn't replace your phone. So it's like you're walking around. You always have the time right there. You always have the weather. You like if you need directions, like it tells you where to go.
Give me give me an article to read, bro. Just allow me to go on. Reader view available on Safari on the iPhone. Been utilizing that, dude. Enjoy it. Shout out. Seems like HTML. I don't know. Maybe a little Java in there.
Maybe it will be like, would you like to throw this article onto your Google Glass?
Yeah, I'll buy your $400. $500?
Then it'll probably be like, Apple Glass notices you're walking. You have to sit down to read this or something.
The hell is up, Osiris? What's going on, dude?
Jeez.
Yeah, I just want to read stuff through my eyes instead of my hand. You know, that's all I want. I'll pay some money for that.
Yeah, and everyone's just gonna be walking around with glasses in the future.
Yeah, glasses are cool, man. Until they get chips in your brain, and then you'll be reading through your neuro, dude. Dude, that
Yeah.
Taiwan thing's interesting. I got put onto a YouTube video about chips and chip shortages. Pretty interesting, man. Apparently, it all goes through Taiwan. Taiwan's next to China, but it's an independent government, and China's like, yo, dude, y'all better act correct, or we're gonna come in there and China it up, get all your semiconductor chips. It's pretty interesting, man. So everything's made apparently chips.
Oh yeah, not financial advice, but Nvidia is the company that makes all the chips for self-driving cars. So, and they've been doing really well the past year.
It is quite the stock pick.
It's pretty expensive right now, but Nvidia's
Shall
the
always
one.
be.
I wonder, like, if Apple, apparently they're having a bunch of problems with their car. Apparently, a bunch of executives left, top executives that were on that project. They've been fucking around with that project for like 10 years, I feel like. But yeah,
Doesn't seem
I
that
wonder
long.
what kind of chips they'll use. I wonder if they'll make their own chips.
Well, I mean, yeah, they went away from Intel. Apparently, you got Qualcomm, Intel, and then Taiwan Semiconductor Company as your big three, and then Taiwan is your big one, and the other ones are kind of lagging.
Yeah.
So you saw Apple go away from Intel into their own thing, but I don't know. But I'm somewhat assuming, with a little bit of context, that they're using Taiwan stuff.
Maybe Qualcomm is Taiwan.
No, Qualcomm is an American company, I believe, but that's a separate company. It's top three is Qualcomm, TSC, Taiwan Semiconductor Company, and Intel.
Oh yeah, TSC. They were using them for a second. I don't know if they still are.
Pretty sure they are, from a memory I'm trying to reach back into from watching a video.
You should get Alexander on the phone to
Bro, I was finna hit him up, dude. I was like, hey man, what are you legally allowed to tell me? What, you like chips, bro? You like lithium? What's going on, man?
You know, the thing is, he works for Apple, but I'm always like, dude, this is coming out, and he's like, no way, and then it comes out. So I was literally telling him yesterday, I was like, bro, so September, are you ready for the Apple Watch Series 7 with a fingerprint reader on the side? And he's like, bro, what the fuck is the point of that? There's no point to that. And I'm like, so you don't have to type in a passcode like a caveman when you take off your watch? And he's like, oh, I guess that makes sense.
He's doing coding?
Yeah.
Maybe he's just so micro-focused on whatever task. He's like, I don't care.
Yeah, he only works for like one specific part of the software, so.
Is he that much of an Apple fanboy, though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually. And like, but I don't know. He's like an Apple fanboy of stuff that's out right now, and I'm an Apple
Sure.
fanboy of stuff that's coming out. And then once it's out, I don't care. I'm just
Cool,
like, whatever.
cool. Yeah, sell the news by the rumor.
I was so pumped when AirPods were going to come out. I was like, bro, this is the one. I have to be the first to get this. I have to. It was so hard to get. And I was almost the first until I saw that Asian kid at the gym the January they came out. And I was like, fuck. But I was the second one to get them for sure.
I saw an
In Arizona.
AirPod lonely on the floor of a sidewalk, and I don't know. Thinking
It
about
sucks because those things can't
recycling.
recycle.
Can't be recycled.
No, that plastic takes like 1,000 years to degrade or something.
Do they have a little send back program, Apple?
Yeah, they do. But like, what is Apple going to do with it? They like can't melt it down, and they can't like, because the battery, they can't like repurpose it or some shit. So it's literally the worst thing for the environment is AirPods. And they only last like 2 years.
Well, that seems a little bit negligible.
Yeah, it's real bad. They should
Sure.
fix that.
Negligible? Not
Especially
caring.
since they're trying to be like 100% renewable.
That's very the opposite of renewable.
Yeah.
Can't renew it.
Can't renew it. Maybe like make the battery replaceable or something. I don't know.
Maybe they're working
don't
on
wanna-
it, and
they
they're
don't
like,
wanna do
"Hey,
that.
eco AirPods." Maybe they were like, "Hey, man, let's get a little green rollout 6 years from now." Everyone's like, "Yeah, let's do it."
I was thinking, why doesn't Amazon say leave your boxes like on your porch and we'll come get them and use them for other packages?
I think they might have some kind of. A lot of people have like programs. Like I got a Brita, and I was like, "Yo, can I like recycle these things?" And it's a whole lot of friction to do some good eco-friendly stuff. And they're like, "Hey, wait till you got 5 pounds of Brita waste." I'm like, I don't really have 5 pounds of your Brita stuff to like wait in a trash bag for like a year. I'm gonna get like moldy British stuff. You gotta sign up for a random website, and then like it sends you there. I'm sure Brita's not the most technology cognizant, consumer friendly business, but it's like, come on, you guys give no fucks.
I really need a new filter. I've been drinking from the sink.
I was reading about tap water health and specifically San Diego, but a lot of people were like, "Yo, this is not the best water ever there, homeboy."
I bet I live in downtown LA. It's probably rat shit in that water and stuff. Like
Maybe.
Oh God.
I got the blue filter that lasts longer and is advertised saying, "Hey, this is better than the other filter." That other filter, they're chugging down pee over there. You got the blue filter, bro.
It's like, God damn, I just want water.
Yeah, water's going to be a scarce commodity. Man, I think there's a California drought going up again. There's been drought here since I've been alive, dude.
Can we just recall the fuck out of Newsom? I don't know if he probably doesn't cause the drought. Weather causes the drought, but like, fuck Newsom, dude. I was out the other day and I met some people from Florida, and they were like, "Yeah, we should have stayed in Florida because this place sucks. Everything's closed." I'm just like,
the Western
sorry.
drought. Let's go, little Business Insider, bro. Oh, I hope that didn't screw up my recording. Oopsie. Dang, I probably did.
Oh shit.
Well, you're going to be in a big screen for any of those clips. California drought could have devastating consequences for the state's agriculture, wildlife, notifications, and tourism industry because everybody's trying to see this reservoir.
Bring your own water if you come here.
This story is from this edition of Morning Brew. Oh, dude, can I get a reader review on this or no? Reader review is awesome.
Forgot how to do it. I think you might need a plugin.
Oh, this is also Chrome. Oh, hold on. Just a little brief intermission, and I'll do a nice little intro again. Oh, man, I might have to go to
Safari.
Yeah, but then there's going to be ad walls.
Or you could just read it.
But like, reader view, bro. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'll see any
I
ads.
know. But like, come on. Look at that.
You just discovered reader view?
Yeah, a little bit. Well, because I didn't read a lot of stuff on my phone. And like I was screen recording some of it, and it's just like ads for eToro and stuff. So I'm like, get this out here. California drought. You ever heard of water, Bonjen?
Yeah, I have, unfortunately.
Drink it?
Not enough, for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't you just get on creatine?
Bro, I do not drink enough water. Guaranteed.
I'm
not that kind of guy to carry a gallon around with me.
No, I think that's unnecessary. Maybe with creatine it might be a little necessary, but I remember, your liver, it's a little much, dude. Your liver does it all. Like I said, I watched one little TikTok on the liver and I learned one thing, and now I say, hey, man, it's just like a little balance. You don't need to overbalance your liver.
I did so much research, not so much, but a lot. I was trying really hard to see what's the worst thing that can happen by just taking creatine, and everyone just said you just get dehydrated. Unless you have this rare disease that like makes your liver fail or something. I'm just like, okay, well, like if doctors are like, yeah, it's not a big deal.
Dehydration sucks. Bad skin
sucks, but I can control that. Like I can fucking just drink more water.
Maybe. California drought could have devastating consequences for the state's agriculture, wildlife preservation, and tourism industries. Chick-fil-A sauce and semiconductors are important for a functioning. What is that intro? What, dude?
What?
I get it. The latest shortage hitting the American West water this year's historic drought in the West could affect literally everything Newsom has put 41 counties under a state of emergency in an attempt to drastically limit water use. Some scientists say the region is facing the worst drought in centuries. Water levels of 1,500 plus reservoirs in California are 50% lower than normal at this time of the year, per Jay Lund, co-director of the Center of the Watershed Sciences at UC Davis. Huge cuts to the water that farmers in the states use to produce over 25% of the country's food supply. Affects fish, bro. Electricity. How does it affect electricity?
Anyone who uses electricity, so everyone.
Officials are predicting that the level of Lake Oroville, the Beyonce of dude, this author's going in, dude. What do you got?
Is this real? Is this a real article?
Marty Merritt, bro, of the Morning Brew. You might have to get a little more email blasty. So I get
Morning Brew. Someone told me to sign up for that, and I was like,
It's good info. I like the info.
I have it. I don't read it though.
It's a lot of the emails thing you kind of lose traction for. Record low in August for a lake. If that happens, they would need to shut down a major hydroelectric power plant, putting extra strain on the electric grid during the hottest part of this summer. Oh, that's dope for fires. Gonna be a sick one. Fish, everybody likes fish. Does fish have a very big economic impact besides salmon eating? I really like salmon, dude.
Ruining the environment. It's
What?
It's like, that's funny. They mention the environment's ruined with the drought, and it's also going to ruin something that also ruins the environment, which is fishing.
The things that we're ruining the environment with are going to be ruined by the environment. You know, what
It's
I'm
almost
saying?
as if
They're saying, "Hey,
the Earth is self-correcting.
it's like, hey guys, let's do a little liver balance here. You guys
Yeah,
got
it's
on
almost
TikTok.
as if like, yo, I got drunk last night. Let me fucking flush out my system.
A little leverage happening. Let's pull the levers."
Yeah,
Dude, I like this Morning Brew text, man. I can't lie. Anyone who dislikes wildfires is not going to enjoy a drought, dude.
You know who doesn't dislike wildfires?
The double negative is kind of annoying, but anyone
was
who
trying to
dislikes
think.
wildfire.
I can't
dislike
think of anyone that likes wildfires. Not even any animal.
arsonists.
Arsonists. You don't think
yeah.
arsonists are like, shit, this is
They're
a
like,
little
yeah,
too
this is a
much.
little
Oh,
big.
fuck. I didn't mean it to get this big.
I'm just trying to do like a sewage plant or something, dude. Like not talking about half a state here.
My biggest fear is starting a wildfire.
I'm not in the wilderness enough to do that.
I remember I was a freshman in college, and I went back home to chill with my friends. And this was like the event that was like, bro, I'm not chilling with these guys anymore. Or like some of them. Like they were fucking just they had like a back house, and they had a fire pit, and they brought the fire pit into the house, and they were like throwing like water bottles in the fire pit. And the fire was just fucking going crazy in the little shack. So, and to make matters worse, the shack was like surrounded by brush and trees off the side of like a mountain. So it's like, okay, I'm leaving right now. I'm not
Yeah,
going to be
that
part of
would,
this. This is literally going to destroy the state once it gets out of hand.
Yeah,
I'm not going to be hit with a $60 million fine.
They got fines.
Yeah, they got fines, but they
They
usually
got-
just reduce it to a lifetime of community service.
Oh, hey man, you're helping out. You know,
Imagine being 70 and you're just like, dude, I'm still doing community service for something I did when I was 19.
lifetime community service, man.
Yeah.
Just
Fuck
do that
that.
for a lot of felons, dude. Little non-violent felony, dude. Just lifetime.
Non-violent felony, except like, the possibility of ruining lots and lots of land, ruining lots of people's homes,
No, I'm
livelihoods,
saying
health.
a
too.
long tenure of community service for pretty hefty but non-violent crimes. Do like 3 hours every week for the rest of your life. Pretty dire there, but
Low key, I don't know. I kind of feel like they might have that already.
probably 3 hours. Like, cause you're like, all right, 3 hours a week, but then like rest of your life, dude. It's could be a long time.
Definitely need more community service in LA because like the streets are pretty dirty.
I'm sure there's a lot of prisons going around, dude. You can do a little, a little sixth, the one amendment in the Constitution that legalizes slavery with prison. Do some little jobs, dude.
What
Pay 'em-
city
pay 'em
was
buck.
it that during COVID, their solution to stopping COVID in the prison was set the prisoners free and then
not sure.
murder went up like 60%. I think it was Chicago.
They
Or maybe it was
released
Seattle.
felons.
They were just, I think it was like all of them.
They released prisoners.
They released people in prison, yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There were definitely some hikes and murders, I recall.
I think it was Chicago.
COVID release prisoners.
Hold
March
on out there, we're
25th.
just confirming.
March 25th, 2021, this year, is when Chicago Sun-Times put out this article with the lovely writing of Sophie Sherry. And let me just hop into reader view here. Oh, dude. Sick.
Wait, before you hop in, let's take a break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Snares crispy.
Sure.
You know, I disagree a little bit, but, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, just practicing the dialect a little bit.
Of what?
I don't know. Language is just sounds.
Yeah, pretty amazing. I can talk about that after. You talk about more than 1,000 Illinois prisoners to be released under COVID-19 lawsuit. This is March 25th, 2021. Recent. I would also like to point out that it's the middle of the year of 2021. Kind of cool.
Whoa.
Hey,
You
now.
know, before we hop into this article,
Yeah,
you know what
please.
fucking trips me out?
Yeah.
January was not that long ago. Not that long ago.
It was 6 months ago. It was 6 months ago.
Yeah, but in the grand scheme of things, it was kind of like yesterday, kind of.
Time goes at the same pace, kind of.
But like,
Actually,
well,
I have a
relatively
theory.
not, because
I
the
think
older you
so.
get, the faster it goes.
But why is that a thing?
It's because it doesn't. Because when you're 1 year old, 6 months is half your life, and 6 months now
The
is like
exponential
what,
principle?
a 48th of my life. I don't know. I can't math, and that's why for my parents, 6 months is like 15 minutes. That's why they say, "Oh, you're growing up so fast."
The more
I'm
life
growing
you-
fast to you. I'm growing up slow for me.
The more life you experience, the slower it becomes.
The faster
Because-
it becomes.
Faster it becomes because you've already experienced more. There's probably some physics behind that I want to dive into.
I think no. It's just like, I think you're overcomplicating it.
Okay, undercomplicated.
Like, so, like you're 10 years old, right? 5 years is half your life. That's a long time. Half your life is a long time. But for you, 24, 25 years old, 5 years is what, a fifth of your life? So even though it's the same amount of time, it went by faster for you because it's a shorter amount of time of your life. So half your life would be what, like 12 years? And then 12 years to your mom is like 12, 24, 36, 48, like a fifth of her life.
Shorter.
And then, and then that's why super old people are like, I remember yesterday, it was like yesterday in the 90s or 20 years ago. That's why they're so comfortable with saying, do you remember 30 years ago?
Yeah.
Just-
There's some physics behind there though that I'm interested in.
And I'm just like, I don't remember 30 years ago because that's like almost my entire life.
Little fractals in there. Or something.
But for you, fucking Warren Buffett, it's literally a 30-year life.
Buffy, dude.
That's crazy. What were we talking about? Prisoners?
Yeah.
How do we get into that?
COVID and community service.
That's the thing too for kids. COVID's probably seems like a lot longer. Especially for like a 10-year-old. COVID was probably a fucking century.
So is that, remember swine flu?
Swine flu was like, wasn't that like like a couple months? Swine flu had like no effect on my life at all.
Blogs Scientific American. Let me just dive into because it's interesting. And I can just get in this reader view. Why does time fly as we get older? From your boy Jordan Gaines Lewis in 2013. Oh, you're getting a little fancy on me, Jordan. Can you just give me some science, eh? Okay, this is a little more in depth than I can TikTok on the YouTube.
Dude, you should make a TikTok about this. And then I love it when they use the green screen thing and they point to something behind them. That's the fucking wave right now. If we were back when I was doing YouTube and I used to do green screen stuff, if anybody were to have green screen effects that bad, they would be clowned on in the comments. And now it's like hip to have just shitty green screen effects.
Oh, China.
It's like the shittier the better.
We gauge time by memorable events. This is actually a nice little breakdown. What's the guy's name? Jordan for TikTok. Made in 2013. Didn't have no idea that someone on a social media app would love the way he broke it down into numbers some years
TikTok,
later.
Do you want to know why your shit smells so bad? Well, according to this article, you're not eating enough fruit.
You gauge time by memorable events, measuring past intervals of time by the number of events that can be recalled in that period. 40-something-year-old mom experiencing the repetitive, stressful daily grind, work, and family life. The abundant memories of her high school years may, compared to now, seem like much longer than mere 4 years they were. So this is saying that it seems longer to older people because of monotony. The amount of time passed relative to one age varies. For a 5-year-old, here you go, 1 year is 20% of their life. For a 50-year-old, 1 year is 2% of their life. Ratio theory proposed by Janet, dude, 1877. Shout out.
Shout out, Janet.
Suggests that we are constantly comparing time intervals with the total amount of time we've already lived. 2% of your life is 1 year to a 50-year-old.
I hate when I hand my ID to get alcohol, how they look at it for a millisecond and know I'm 21. Because they know they're just looking at the 19.
It's the 19.
Fuck.
Hey.
I'm old.
With aging may come the slowing of some sort of internal pacemaker relative to the unstoppable clocks and calendars. External time suddenly appears to pass more quickly. Hey, you're just going to give me like a sentence on that of like, give me, what do you got some like, what's the internal biological clock?
What is your biggest, what are you most excited for or what are you most afraid of getting old?
Probably because like I'm not super afraid of death just because it's not in my face. I'm sure if I'm faced with it, I'll be get a little biological scares in there. Probably just security, financially, probably.
Afraid of?
Yeah, not having enough.
Oh, I see.
It's just as future rolls out and the world unravels and stuff. But other than that, you know, that's kind of the only pessimistic thing that is on a seesaw of optimism, just because I think future stuff's cool. I'm not afraid of much stuff. I kind of worried just about like international relations and how that might affect my life. But other than that, it's not like that's just being scared of how the present might unravel.
I'm just afraid of like getting sick or some shit.
Yeah, dude. Because the last time I was like super sick, and I was kind of thinking of it during like COVID stuff, and that's why I kind of said like I'm not scared of death until it's like in your face, just because like when you're like sick, dude, it sucks.
Yeah, you can have like a family and shit, and your doctor could be like, "Yo, you got 6 months, bro." And I'm just like, whoa.
Well, that like, yeah, that's kind of that goes in with security as well. It's kind of like a main pillar of human need, but yeah, it sucks, dude. Like, well, health is something that I'm kind of scared of not having. Well,
I take care of like half my health in terms of like being active, but I could definitely eat better and drink less and smoke less.
Do a little stretch every now and then.
I could definitely stretch more too, for sure.
Got to.
Yeah, I
Dude,
gotta-
your fucking neck,
my
dude.
fucking excuse is like, oh, I'm fucking young. I can do all this shit.
no.
But
Until you try to
No.
stretch one time, and you're like, "Hey, man, whoa,
Hey,
hold
man.
up, I can't stretch, bro. What's
back
going on?
throughout.
What's going on, dude?" Yeah, kind of just international stuff's crazy right now because it's like it's kind of at a pivotal point in the world, it seems, and yeah, on a micro scale, it doesn't really seem that way. And you know, as time progresses, it's gonna like once you're in it, it just seems kind of normal, but.
I can't wait until my kids are smarter than me and I can ask them shit about what's going on.
Oh, they're just throwing down, dude.
It's like, yo, what
And
the
the-
fuck is this going
They're
on,
like, yo,
guys?
do your research, pops. And I'm like, oh, come on, dude. I already put in 6 hours. This kid's putting in 7, dude.
What does she mean? My children, my seed, my lineage.
What do you mean she? What?
She.
Oh,
What's
yeah, that's
all
already
those kids.
that like.
It's like,
school
oh,
stuff.
Dad, it's
She.
2040.
That's already kind of over, bro.
Thank God. As soon as I saw like a 9-year-old white kid doing it, I was like, all right, that was fun.
That's kind of
What's
the
next?
That's you're towards the peak.
That's
there.
when you know when the peak was fucking months ago.
Of sheishness.
This is the fall.
Well, you know, that's the trough, dude. You're thinking of the ascent, you know, the good stuff.
What's the next? What's the summer fucking trend? Drake, looking at you, bro. Drop Certified Lover Boy so we can fucking.
Drake has never made a TikTok trend.
Are
ever
you
seen
kidding me?
a Drake TikTok trend?
He arguably made the first TikTok trend. Do you remember when all those girls were fucking ghost riding the whip? Kiki, do you love me? Da-da-da. Like 2 years ago.
He also did another one, didn't he? He had a song.
Yeah, fucking not Harlem Shake.
It was
What
the
was that one?
in his
Harlem-
house, right?
Yeah, something step.
I don't
you
know.
wanna
See, that
dance
seems
with
so
me?
long ago, dude. TikTok's going boom, boom, boom.
Dude, TikTok is fucking nasty. Did I tell you that I was at work and there was a fucking literally a production? Like they could have been filming a full-on commercial for Disney. And I was like, yo, what are they filming here? And the security guard was like, oh, they're filming some kids' TikToks. I was like, wow. This is it.
Interesting. China, man. China, man.
China. But you know, here's the thing. I know all that production stuff is like the American side of things. America's just like, hey, China, we need money for this. And they're like, okay.
What?
TikTok has like an American marketing team that does like a bunch of productions and influencer outreach and stuff. I doubt there's a guy in China that's like calling up
It's
these
still the-
19-year-olds like, hey, you need
Not
money?
I'm saying the app, dude. The app.
Oh yeah, the app is fucking
Even just that as a entity in itself shows you a little bit of competitiveness overseas, which is something.
yeah. Well, what are you gonna do about it, America? Make something better. Mark.
Man,
Americans have lost faith in Mark. He can't make anything.
Mark
Or
is
they'll be
never
like, I
well
feel safe
liked.
using this.
It's crazy
Yeah.
because it's definitely. I mean, it's probably the same amount of wild unprivacy on TikTok as there is on Facebook.
Because realistically, do you use Instagram because it's a good app, or do you use Instagram because that's where everyone is?
I mean, chicken or the egg, you know.
That's where the eyeballs are. Because I think Instagram is cluttered as hell. I think it's a terrible app. I think Snapchat's even worse.
Snapchat is very full of friction when it comes to like a commercial use of it, in my eyes, because I'm very like user oriented of it.
Snapchat's just a dirty billboard.
Yeah,
A dirty, dirty billboard.
TikTok go
It's
crazy,
a
bro.
cash cow. It's no longer about the product.
I mean, yeah, you got to balance the mental maneuvering there. Biden, I think, upheld a lot of the China bans on some companies that were in the last Trump administration as well. That's interesting, bro. They don't like it. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that too. There's you ever heard of El Salvador?
El Salvador, yeah, the country.
Yep, dude. Pupusas, you like them?
They're all right.
Cool flag, a nice rich blue.
Yeah.
Poppin' communities in LA. El Salvador, the head honcho, was down in Miami doing a little thing because they had a Bitcoin conference apparently in Miami. That seemed a lot less cut and dry and useful than other conferences I've seen.
It seemed culty.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of the clips or like tried to dive into like good stuff, but the other conference that I've seen was from CoinDesk and they were all digital, and it's like you're not placating to a bunch of first of all, I don't even know who threw the Miami conference.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of people that got rich off Bitcoin in 2011 patting themselves on the back.
Was it?
Yeah, like a bunch of millionaires, billionaires.
Oh, I'll do it later. Yeah, but
and a couple Ethereum nerds.
CoinDesk was like, yo, dude, this is all the cool stuff that will happen and is happening, and let's talk about how it's made and how you can use it. And then the one thing I've seen from Miami is a dude yelling, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it was like fucking. It was a
But
on steroids.
man's at the Miami conference, the president of El Salvador, Nayib Bukele, announced that he's proposing a bill that wants El Salvador to become the first country to formally accept a well-known cryptocurrency as a reserve currency. They're trying to make Bitcoin a legal tender over there in El Salvi, man.
Interesting.
Government would team with the digital wallet firm Strike to build a financial framework around the digital monetary format.
What is El Salvador's like?
Economic stuff,
Yeah,
not great. I think he
communists
proposed.
over there.
Oh, I don't know what the political thing is, but the economics apparently aren't great because the president said that that their banks are doing a great job of trying to pull their levers. 20% of migrants represent El Salvador's gross domestic product. Bitcoin, other currencies, likely to pass when Bukele's party controls El Salvador's legislative assembly. So man's got his squad behind him ready to sign some Spanish.
So wait, is their current currency going to be backed by Bitcoin?
They have a fiat, and I believe this will just have Bitcoin as a reserve currency. So
Okay.
they're going classic, hard money to clean to fiat back to try to get some hard money because they probably have over amount of leverage in
Should just go
fiat.
back to trading seashells.
Hard money, dude. Let's get it, bro.
Fuck it, dude. We should go back to trading our wives and daughters
Bitcoin and other
for land.
cryptocurrencies can make those transfers more practical and immediate. Significant gamble, yeah, a little bit, dude. Merely launching crypto payments also isn't a guarantee of success. Venezuela hasn't gone far with its petrocurrency, although it was mainly intended as an end run around international sections. It's also tied to oil, which has its own volatility thanks to COVID. There was another site that I want to go to instead called Crypto Potato.
Wow.
But they had a little bit of why the president wanted to do it. Let me get out of this reading view, dude.
Get out of that reading view, bro.
And then you're right back into it. So yeah, dude, just get right, dude. These young kids writing. Mandy Williams, thanks. You're probably 34. Nayib spoke at a Bitcoin 2021 event. According to a video broadcast, that he would send the bill to Congress next week. If the bill pushes through, will become the first sovereign nation, El Salvador, to adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender alongside a fiat currency. Bukele, the president, believes that the central banks are increasingly taking actions that can negatively impact the economic stability of El Salvador. He further added that in the short term, the move would create jobs and help provide financial inclusion to thousands of people in the country. El Salvador's central bank will also adopt Bitcoin as a part of its reserves, while citizens will be allowed to freely transact with the primary cryptocurrency. Partnered with a wallet company. Did not provide details about how the wallet will be made. Yeah, dude, just another thrashing attack on the US dollar, making China and whoever made Bitcoin just super happy, probably.
Can someone make a wallet that doesn't suck?
What do you need?
I want a wallet where you can trade every coin on every chain. You can convert in the wallet. You can browse the decentralized web.
MetaMask.
I think that's it. I think I actually just described Coinbase wallet, actually, except I don't know if they
MetaMask.
hold Binance coin. MetaMask sucks because it doesn't always show you your balance in terms of USD. And also you need to manually add the coins by pasting in the contract, which is bullshit. Rainbow is pretty good, but it is really clunky and crashes often. But, you know, we're in the fucking early days, so I'm sure someone's developing something that's going to be bought by Apple and then made even better.
Apple getting that digital wallet, dude.
I've been looking at this wallet called Giro.
Call it, man.
So what?
Spiro Hero?
No, Giro. It's a Cardano wallet, actually. I think it's also going to hold Ethereum coins. And they had a token, which I bought at the high, of course, because I'm me. So I'm just holding a bag of shit right now. But once the wallet comes out, hopefully it'll go up. But yeah, it's called Giro. It looks pretty cool.
Who produced it?
320s. That's a good question. Let me
20s.
We are at Giro wallet. Your key to DeFi.
Take a break and then let's get back into Hero Euros.
Me too.
Sure. So he makes this gyro wallet. I think it's like a gyroscope type of thing is how I would pronounce it. Safari. You can't read or view a search result. Come on. Cafe Press, man. I believe.
Come on.
This isn't it. No. This is it. Test. Dot. I want to say gyro because I feel like gyroscope's a thing. Dot finance. Load time. Horrible. Are you hacking me right now? What's going on? Yeah, okay. That was weird. And why is your first thing? Hold on.
I don't think that's the thing. It's GERO.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, then, hey, let's look into this. New all-weather stablecoin based on revolutionary new designs.
Yeah, that's not it at all.
The team. Araya Clogs Moont. Economic design, Solidity dev. Gotta get on that Solid, dude. Smart contracts. DeFi researcher with influential track record, including predicting Black Thursday type crises in DAI. Well, PhD at Cornell, Bloomberg fellow. And you got Daniel Perez, full stack dev, software engineer with 10 plus years of experience and open source advocate with over 3,000 GitHub stars. Come on now. Currently, Daniel's finishing up his PhD at Imperial College London, where his research is on the security of blockchain systems and applications. What's this? Google Scholar? Oh, cool, bro. You got some articles? Sick. And Louis Guggen, computer science PhD candidate. Other guys get their PhDs already. Imperial College of London, prior to worked economics consultant. What do you guys do here, eh? Can I not subscribe? Is there an X I can click? No? Team, blog, learn, stablecoin. I don't know. Stablecoin makes me makes my loins tickle. Not really. I'm looking for a stablecoin alternative right now, Gyro.
Yeah, me either. I'm looking for a wallet.
Timeline, dude. 2020, ideation, first fall in the testnet, Balancer grant. That's pretty interesting. White paper, alpha, Giro wallet, year master, key to DeFi and 10x leverage, dude. Bet it all.
I bet it all, and I lost it all.
Your master key to DeFi. Effortlessly buy, store, send, receive, swap any asset. All within Hero Wallet.
It's not
Get Hero. Light paper. Your key to DeFi, one-stop access, user experience built on Cardano, interchain, and multi-chain compatibility. What chains are we talking about here? Reliably stable. 500 million supply of their token Hero. Roadmap. Q2 2021. They want to launch. IDO. D being... What's the D? Dex? Maybe?
I think that already happened.
Marketing
for
campaign,
sure.
token distribution, distributed into BondGen's wallet already. Swap cross-chain staking.
Yeah, I lost about 1,000 on that so far, so now I'm just holding. Yeah, when that Cardano blockchain launches, that'll be very fun.
Q3 integration into the Cardano blockchain. Q4 2021 flat on-off fiat, on-off ramp. C-swap liquidity integration. Hardware wallet, phase 1. 2022 in the future. Lending, futures contracts, synthetic assets, securities. The team, bro. You got Sean, you got Panos, Yafi, Costas, Chris, Gene. Advisors, CEO of CardStarter, Atash, Senior Operations of CardStarter, Ashwin, Brandon, CardStarter. It seems like we got some CardStarter influence in here. 2021, Medium, Telegram, Twitter. Twitter popping? How do I get involved? Careers. I don't know if I have the capabilities to dev your wallet there. Giro. Co-founder, Sean and Panos. Sean has a master's of science with a background in applied psychological research. I kind of like that personally. As well as a professional UX experience working on site for Google and NASA. In 2015, he discovered Bitcoin mining. Since then, he has contributed to the crypto community by combining his psychology background, user experience, expertise, and passion of blockchain. Today, Sean is focused on bringing decentralized finance to the masses for both new users and experts. You do seem to be just like a UX guy. Media. Panos' background started in the medical field, was bridged into crypto 2017, started making connections in the DeFi space with the vision of generating utilities that are practical and easy for all levels of users. Passionate about translating technical underpinnings of DeFi to language more accessible to the daily user, with the ultimate goal of advancing mainstream adoption of cryptocurrency.
Yeah, damn, that's a lot of people, and I don't like reading all their life stories.
What are you developing here, Costas? Domain. Gene. 7 years full stack. Okay, Giro. I've already seen your things. Tokenomics. Private token sale, 36%. Ecosystem and community awards, 30%. Team and developers, 20%. I feel like that's DEX. Initial DEX offering, token sale. 7%. Initial quality, 4%. Sick, dude. There's Giro Wallet, everybody. No more pupless. Did I have anything else?
Don't buy high like me.
You got anything you want to talk about? I have one more economic thing that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I don't have anything. What do you got?
Russia, you ever heard of them?
Never.
Their country to the left or to the right. Actually, if you go either way, you'll end up there eventually. You might have to go up or down a little bit, but Russia cuts U.S. dollar holdings in 119 billion wealth fund to zero. Just a whole big bill, just to nothing, dude. Where's it go?
Someone said that they were concerned that the U.S. has more bonds than any other country.
Yeah, a whole lot of bonds, dude.
A lot of
U.S.
countries are
loves
like,
credit.
The U.S. dollar sucks.
That's they're buying up all the bonds to try to get some credit into the economic system. And it's just taking shellacking over shellacking, dude. You got Bitcoin. Ooh, probably not owned by US, probably owned by China or something. Hey, okay. Not super decentralized. You got a whole bunch of wealth comprised at the top of some unknown holder. Boom. Ethereum. Russia cutting down US dollar. Cryptocurrencies going to central banks probably doesn't help small banks give credit to make production of stuff in local communities. Will probably not bode well for credit and loaning. In Russia, cutting US dollar holdings in 119 billion wealth fund zero. Liquid assets, of which about a third is held in dollars, will take place within central banks' huge reserves in Russia. Will eliminate the dollar from its oil fund. Don't know the specifics, but I'm pretty sure dollar and oil has a very tight tie with both international development of economics and
We're gonna
dollar.
get wrecked.
Reduce vulnerability to Western sanctions just 2 weeks before President Vladimir Putin holds his first summit meeting with U.S. leader Joe Biden. He's like, yo, you want to meet up? You want to meet up in a couple weeks, Joe? All right, dude, let me just get rid of all your dollar on hand.
Joe's gonna be too busy taking a nap to make the meeting.
The National Wellbeing Fund will shift its dollar holdings into euros, yuan, and gold, Finance Minister Anton Silonov said. Oh boy. Dang, dude. Dang, dude.
That's not good.
Dang, dude. That's why you got a bunch of people being like, oh, dude. Which is apparently a classic cycle. You get a lot of deflationary or inflationary stuff going on into the reserve currency. People going into other assets that they think will help themselves against the inflation. Your Bitcoin, if it's held by another country with bad stake on the U.S., it's not looking good.
That's true.
for the
Everybody
dollar,
says that,
dude.
but you know, all these alternatives that people are pulling up, nobody's saying anything that's scarce except for property or gold. You know, nobody is saying it. Like
Bitcoin?
Ethereum isn't scarce.
Bitcoin.
Cardano isn't scarce.
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
That's why they had
is the only thing that's
El
scarce.
Salvador news was real. Well, because it's kind of like it's not going to be the one thing that hits the U.S. and like ruins the reserve currency, but having those little things like those new assets that are popping up with Bitcoin is like probably like 5-10% of other people going to other reserves. Apparently, El Salvador has a weird U.S. history. I'm not sure of, but someone told me it did. But those little things, semiconductors, COVID, this Russia thing, it's just like little things that are kind of popping up every now and then, and they're gonna.
I think it's all leading up to a big event that's gonna fucking rock our socks off.
Could be. Transfer Central Bank can make these changes to the well-being fund without resorting to market operations, said Sofia Donetz, economist at Renaissance. Oh, really? Your Renaissance, eh? Renaissance is like one of the biggest hedge funds. That's interesting. Renaissance Capital is headed by, is it Jim? Who heads you, Renaissance? Anthony, I didn't know your name. Damn. So they're like, yo, getting rid of the dollar. Euro was popping. China, we got you, bull.
At least they have gold in there.
Gold, little hard asset. 5% pound.
But the euro,
5%,
really?
yeah.
The euro over the dollar? Isn't the
Well,
euro
they're
fucked
Russia,
right
bro.
now?
They don't want it. They want to
But
get
isn't
off of
the
the
euro
dollar.
like way worse than the dollar?
I'm not sure if they're doing it for purely economic reasons. I think they want to get away from the hold that U.S. has, so they can do what they want to do.
Damn. And
So
that's
if they have-
40%. I don't know why
Well,
they
this
don't
is
have
also
the
just one
majority in the
fund.
yuan.
This is also just something called the Well-Being Fund. I'm not sure if this is everything of that the Russia has in assets backed in the dollar. But 119 billion I don't know. Might be some significant.
119 billion. Is that a lot?
I was trying to think, and
How much was printed for stimulus?
my lean says no.
So it's not a lot, actually. 119 billion. Actually, that's not a lot, because that's like a lot less than like a big company, like a big company. It's like a 20th of Apple.
Let me try to grab a number.
In fact, I'm pretty sure there's several cryptocurrencies with higher market caps than that.
This is Russia.
Hi, kitty. You're really cute.
So 3 trillion was made out of thin air recently, I believe. So
Out of thin
small,
air, just printed.
but just a little, like I said, chip by chip, trying to chip away. Russia trying to get away from the dependence on the dollar after years of steadily increasing U.S. restrictions. They're expanding sanctions for us. The dollar is becoming riskier, Deputy Finance Minister Vladimir Kolychev told Bloomberg. Russia can make the change within a month, but it's up to the central bank to determine whether to adjust the distribution of its overall reserve holdings. Silvanov told reporters at the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum. This is Business Standard asking for money. Thanks for the article, but yeah, maybe $5 here and there. Yeah, so just little things chipping away, chipping and chipping and chipping, and
until boom, down falls the house of cards.
And so you have to have a deleveraging by the United States. Either you do that good or you do that bad. But the deleveraging is what happens next. So say economics.
Damn, I gotta buy a house when shit hits the fan.
When it does, not before.
When it does. For when it hits the fan?
No, not before. When it hits the fan. So
Can I buy a house?
The fan's going, boom, 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 fan. Shit's hitting it. It's time to deleverage. Maybe you do it bad, maybe you do it good, depending on where you put your assets, what kind of bonds you buy, what kind of credit you put out if they're making some good production. Either way, it's not going to be fun price-wise for a while, probably. So that's when you want to get that sick $1 million, $2 million house, bro. It'll probably be less. What I'm saying, as things get scary for people, is probably when you want to allocate some dollars.
That'll give me a sick 1-bedroom in LA.
Yeah, go to Oklahoma. Little Atlanta.
Fuck that. Oklahoma will be my second house.
Could rent it out.
The main digs has to be somewhere fun. Not fun, but like fun enough. I like the beach.
Beaches are nice. They're refreshing.
I want a house in Mexico, but apparently you need to be a Mexican citizen to have property there. But there's workarounds. And it's like 100-year lease,
that
so you
one
don't even
time.
own the property.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's really weird. But houses there, my boss said he's gonna get like a 4-bedroom house for like $98,000, and just rent it out for $600 a night.
He's a citizen or no?
I think he has dual citizenship.
That DC.
Yeah, he's real big on the properties.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, take some notes from him.
Yeah, that's
all right.
nice.
We
Nice
gotta
little
get out
personality
of
to be
here because
around.
my dad's calling me.
Thanks for listening, Ricker and Bond.